Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversations. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
Don't see what's yours for the taking tonight. Ooh, show me your soul, baby. I'll show you mine. Show me your soul. Can't you see it's way past time? How explicit do I have to be? I mean, I spell it out before you get it, baby. Show me your soul, and honey, I'll show you. I'll show you.
And there it is. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Ooh, you know I am loving going to this health club every day. My face even getting skinnier. I'm not kidding. Ain't looking like Bill Cosby no more. So anyway, I want to say good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments. I'm your host, Lauren Michaels Harris. It is Celebrity Week here on Bathrobe Moments. Now, you know, we had our first Celebrity Week back in the early fall, and we had real celebrities. The White House chef, Andre Rush. We had Dr. Tranquility from The View, on and on. Virginia Hodges, celebrity photographer. And this season, our first Celebrity Week is a little different. It's Celebrity Week featuring people that are that have celebrity stories, okay, which means stories that these are people that are going to be household names. They're just on the way there, and we want to be first to say, I knew them when. I had them on my show before. You know how that's going to go, right? And so yeah, I'm really excited about it. We kicked it off yesterday with Dr. Skip Mondragon, a retired colonel from the Army, and he is a national wrestling champion at the age of 65 years old. And he had a great story yesterday to kick the week off. So thank you, Dr. Skip. And a lot more coming up. We have a Chicago model, runway model. She's on magazine covers all over the world. Good friend of mine. Mia Ross is here tomorrow, so we'll have her. And I'm not even going to tell you, I'll surprise you with Thursday and Friday. But today, I am super excited about today. I need to move my camera down so you can see. Yeah, you see that right there? There's a whole, you see this here? Wait, I went the right direction for one. How do you point? This stuff. Where is it? Oh, there it is. There. That's like rubbing your head and tapping your stomach. Can't do it. I just can't. I'm not coordinated. They call me Uncle Carlton in my family when we're like partying and having family reunions. All the kids are like, sit down, Uncle Carlton. They hating. I know I be jamming. For real. I'm serious. Even without rhythm. That's right. That's the bell of purpose. Did you hear it? The bell of purpose. What that means is it's your opportunity to be a part of something greater than yourself. We all want that. Be honest. We do. And that is what our guests today are all about. Helping all of us or providing an opportunity for all of us to be a part of something greater than ourselves. We're going to get into that in just a moment. But the bell of purpose is your opportunity. When you hear that bell ring, it means that there's some great content out there and you might not want to miss it. Back the car up, throw it in the trunk, and take it on home with you. Take it on down the road. Also, it's a great time to just do something to pay it forward. Share the broadcast out. Invite a friend or two to come over and get some of what you're getting over here on Bathrobe Moments. So, when you hear the bell of purpose, do something on purpose and watch what you have at the end of the day. You're going to go to sleep tonight with even more purpose to wake up with. Can I get an amen? Thank you. So help me welcome to the show as always. This is my version of Ed McMahon. This is Lucy McGillicuddy Ricardo. She's with me every day, has been for 5 years. And we're here today sipping on some praline and cream coffee. Because I'm redoing my body. So anything that has a name on it that sounds like a sweet or something I can't actually eat, I'm there. I'm there because I'm feeding myself through mindset. You get it? Right. There we go. Bell of purpose. Come on. So anyway, let me tell you about today's guest. Is there anything in the news? Oh, yes. How could I? Oh, I almost forgot you guys. Prayers today. Seriously, I mean this. Prayers today for all of our brothers and sisters in Minneapolis. You know, the trial begins today for the officer who placed his knee on the throat or the neck of George Floyd all those months ago. And, you know, in all of the years that they have had this going on in the city of Minneapolis, not once, and there have been numerous cases where it's been a white police officer going to trial for severely hurting or killing a person of color, and not one of them has ever been convicted. I'm not trying to be the jury here today, but let's pray that justice is served from all directions. Could we do that? So take a moment today, if you would, and say a prayer and send some light and love to our friends and family in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So today, I met these guys a few months ago. And I really, to be honest with you, I don't even remember how it happened. I'm just glad it did. And Triple Nickel is a new apparel line headed up by 4 veterans who are pretty tough guys, if I can say that. And Ruben Ayala, Chris McPhee, and then there's Cortez and Rod, who won't be here today. They're doing other things for the brand, but we have these 2 gentlemen here today. And I want you guys to sit back, take note, and really pay attention to what this is. This isn't just an apparel line. This is a movement, and I'm really proud of it. And I'm going to not even go any further. I'm going to let them tell you about who they are. And let's just get them in here. So you guys, you know how we do it here on Bathrobe Moments. Welcome our guests to the show. Put your hearts on the screen. Put your heart into the screen. And let's send light and love as we welcome to the show Ruben Ayala and Chris McPhee, half of the 4-man team known as Triple Nickel. Here they come. Howdy ho.
What's up? What's up? Good morning.
Uncle Carl, what's going on?
Ruben got the robe on.
I'm slipping.
Hey, I just rolled out of bed like this, man.
I'm just slipping.
Check this out.
Wow. What resort did you steal that from?
Hey, that's the new line coming out like in a couple months.
You guys ought to sponsor my show then and just give me free robes.
Man, that's a good idea.
I know it. See how I put it out on Front Street, right in front of the world and everybody? So I just am so excited. Oh, look, we have all three of the hats here. Tip your head. Oh, wait. Hold it. Ruben, scoot over a little bit more in the middle. I'm doing a screenshot. Other way. Yeah, see, I told you. Wait a minute. There it goes. Okay, I got him. Wait, one more, because I was looking over there to make sure it did. I got to look at the camera. Okay, welcome to the show, you two. I almost said you three. And we're going to go like that right there so we can see all. I'm nosy. I like to see. You can't see all the background when you have it up close. All right, you guys say hello to everybody that's here and tell, let's start with you, Chris, and go up to you, Ruben. Tell everybody where you're at in the world, a little backstory and what brought you to this great opportunity and this brand and this movement and these lines that are just ready to just take the world by storm. Go ahead, Chris, tell everybody who you are.
Hey, everybody. Good morning. My name is Chris McPhee. I am part of Triple Nickel. I'm one of the chief marketing officer at Triple Nickel. U.S. Army veteran, 21 years retired. I'm now living in Harker Heights, Texas, right outside of Killeen. And thanks to
Not
Ruben,
Harker Heights.
Yes.
Harker Heights.
Harker Heights, Texas.
Harker Heights.
Harker Heights.
Is there a man there with a truck with a whole bunch of crap on the back of it named Mr. Haney?
No, I haven't met him yet. I have not met him yet.
Oh, that's right. He was on Petticoat Junction. Yeah, that was Petticoat Junction. I'm just kidding. Harbor Heights. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, Chris. I'm on one this morning. I'm on one.
I see. You are turned up. You are, as we say, you are turned up.
Yes.
So thanks to Ruben, meeting him and him sharing his idea with me, we teamed up and we started Triple Nickel along with two other gentlemen, and we crossed paths with you, and that's why I'm here, helping to promote the message of unity and diversity here in America.
Amen and amen. Ruben, say hello.
Hey, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I am so happy to be here on the Uncle Carlton Bathrobe Moments.
For real.
For real. And like you said, my name is Ruben. I'm the CEO of Triple Nickel. I'm also an Army veteran. And what we are doing here today is, number one, yes, we want to promote the brand Triple Nickel, but more importantly, we want to share a message that we have been developing for the past couple months with Lauren and several other members of the community. And I'll be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to Dan Fielding, who made this possible. Asset Mindset, fellow brother of ours. I served with him for a few years, and he's a great individual. And he's the one who connected us.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So special shout out to him and also Cortez and Rod. So good looking out to them. But yes, thank you for having us on the show, Lauren. Appreciate
Absolutely. Who wants to take this first question? I'm really interested, and I know the viewers will be too. Now, nickel is not spelled like we would ordinarily see it and when referring to the coin. And just so, and the 555, there's got to be a story behind it. I love the brand. So tell us what the logo, the message begins there. So why don't we start there?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I love answering this question. So Triple Nickel dates back to the 555th Parachute Infantry Battalion. And for those who are not familiar with that unit in the lineage, it was a test platoon that the Army, when it was segregated at the time in 1943, they wanted to see if Black men were capable of jumping out of airplanes and do the job well. Mm-hmm. So they organized, asked for volunteers. A lot of them came from the 90th Infantry Division, which was the Buffalo Division, and they created the 555th.
Is that where the term Buffalo Soldiers?
Well, yes, that lineage of the 90th Infantry, yes. Okay. So the Triple Nickels, that was their nickname. A lot of them came from the 90th Infantry Division, the Buffalo Division, 555th. They were nicknamed the Triple Nickels. The Army didn't deem them quite capable of going into combat, so they were designated as smoke jumpers, and they would only deploy domestically. So it's a rich lineage that started in segregation. So what the irony of it is that between Chris, myself, Cortez, and Rod, we all started our Army careers in the 82nd Airborne Division, which is also a rich history and a rich in a rich unit with a lot of combat history. So all of us that go in there, we are indoctrinated in this history of the Triple Nickels, the 555th, the 2nd Ranger Company, which was also an all-black Ranger unit. So a lot of these segregated units, we look up to those guys who served there. And when it came time to name the company, it was fitting to pay homage to those units that we came from, to be able to tell a story, because we knew that Triple Nickel had to be more than just in a clothing apparel line and say, hey, we're Americans and we're patriots. Well, duh. I mean, that's a no-brainer. Let's give it a little bit more substance and some more layers. And it was a no-brainer. Am I missing anything, Chris?
No, I think you covered it all. You know, it's just letting people know, just bringing, you know, I always like to say we're not just selling merch. We're selling a new ideology for people to join in, and, you know, different light of thinking, you know.
Now you four, all of you are special forces, right?
3 of us.
3 of you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Rod, Chris, and myself, believe it or not, everybody. Yeah, we were Green Berets at one time. And Cortez, he's a retired first sergeant Army recruiter.
Okay. You said the word that still stings me. That joke, that one got me so good. I'm not kidding. I wasn't even trying to go in the military. You know how I got in the military? I told you about that. How I went to watch a movie and bought my ticket too early and was walking around trying to kill time. And they had the video. They had a sign in the recruiting window said, "Come watch a free video." That's a good idea.
You got, Lauren.
The next day, I was in Indianapolis in the MEP station in a room full of flags going like this. That's when it hit me. I was like, what the hell? Right. Oh my goodness. But one of the best decisions I can say that I've ever made. So God knew before I did. So let's talk about, there's so much and I don't want to miss any. You guys share this out. This is really great. Now we talked about the name, so we know how that got here. Now let's talk about one of the other things that is so unique about what you all are doing is that you have all these different lines that have messages behind the particular line. So let's lay those out there. Which ones do you have already? And then tell us what the backstory for each line is, and then we'll get into the see, I can't, what the heck? Wait. I had to sneak up on it. That is not, what is that? That you can't, I saw somebody did it on here earlier. Okay, that. You know, this is the what line with the LGBT flag?
That's the Unity collection.
That's the Unity collection. I already knew. I'm wearing it, but I wanted you to say it. And I just want you to, I want to say to everybody that, I got a new thing. You know how they got all those LGBTQI and there's an A and some other stuff. I heard on NPR coming from the gym yesterday, a woman was talking about, she just said LGBT plus. LGBTQ plus. So that's how I'm going to do it from now on, because I can't keep up with it. And I am gay. You see what I'm saying? So I don't expect the allies or the others out there too. So let's just say LGBTQ plus. Can we agree on that? It's easy, right? Absolutely. There you go. Yeah. Right. So, and that's everybody. I like the plus because it includes allies and people who are supporters. So I love that. So tell us about the Unity line, and there's some others, right?
Yes.
Talk about that.
Chris, you want to talk about some of the others, man?
Yeah, go. I mean, you're the mastermind. You probably tell a story better than I do. This is a guy. He gonna try to flick the booger on me, but this is the guy right here who came up, and I'm be doing a disservice if I try to. I might chop it up. So go for it, man.
Okay. I'm gonna freestyle this then. Okay, check it. So with Triple Nickel, Lauren, you laid it out wonderfully. We have different collections, and the way we organize Triple Nickel and how we release is think of it like music. So we arrange each collection like an album, and every album has a theme and a vibe. And when we dropped Triple Nickel, we started with the 555 anthem, and everything was branded Triple Nickel, just so people can get familiar with the brand. Then we went to the Message collection, and the Message collection, I believe you bought this shirt yesterday. It had a Not My Flag on there. You have Raise the Flag. You have diversity. And the message behind that is saying, we are Americans. We are patriots. But you know what? These things we do not stand for. And we wanted to be very clear as to where we are positioning ourselves as citizens of the United States, as veterans of the United States, and just leaders within the community. We have the Walk This Way collection, which was a nod to Run DMC. And it was just us shouting out all of the different branches in the U.S. military in the Run DMC classic design. That was really popular. Had a lot of people pick those up. And just recently, we dropped the Red Bottom Snapback collection, which has been really popular. We have the Fuego, which Chris is wearing, the all blacked out. I'm not going to talk about yours just yet, Lauren, because that's not even out there yet. People are going to go on the site, can't buy it yet.
How you like me now? Okay,
yes.
Go ahead.
So later this month, we're about to release our most anticipated collection yet. We've been planning this for 2 months now. We have a lot of content behind it, and it's extremely near and dear to our heart. Some people are not going to understand why we're doing it, and that's okay. But we are releasing the Unity collection, and the Unity collection is us coming out in support of the LGBT community, LGBTQ plus community.
Yo, bam.
And saying, hey, this is a safe place for you, because unfortunately in the military community, the veteran space, I don't think that community has really been catered to. And there hasn't been many organizations to come out and say, hey, you know what? We understand you. We understand where you're coming from, and we understand your struggle. And for Chris and myself, it is a extremely personal journey, because we have immediate family members who are part of that community. So I'll talk about mine, and Chris can share his. My brother is gay, and I love him dearly. And it's taken a long time for me to just be able to talk about it openly. My kids, their aunt is also gay. My cousin is gay. So I am surrounded by family members who are part of the community. And believe me, for many, many years, I did not agree with the lifestyle. I did not agree with the message. But as I got older and matured, I understood that they're people too, and they just need love. And that is probably the most important thing that we can do for them and understand. And for Triple Nickel, if we were going to be a company that is amplifying these messages and inspire others, we had to get behind that and let people know this is a place for you. Chris?
No, I would like to add and echo everything that Ruben said, and I kick it off. And, for me, we talked about this before, the Stonewall moment for me was when my daughter turned 16 and I realized, like, this is happening. My daughter's gay. I'm going to meet her girlfriend and I'm meeting the parent. So I was, before I matured and that had that moment of enlightenment, was like, ooh, I'm not trying to be around you, or like, yo, I don't agree with that. But my firstborn is bringing me into a new dimension and bring me into a new light. And at that moment, my mindset changed and I became her protection, because my daughter also joined the military and I was worried. But I made it, I reassured her that she had nothing to worry about. And if she ever had any issues, she knew she could call her dad, who happened to be a Green Beret, and I would handle it. So during her time, she spent one term in the military, and I closely watched over her and made sure she was taken care of. So for me, that was a moment where I just opened up and realized, like, you know what, it's not a big deal. You know, just like Ruben said, we're all humans here. We got to love each other, whether, you know, we're going to disagree, but that's okay. And that's what was really easy when Ruben brought this idea to me. I was like, man, let's do it. Like, it was not, I didn't even have to think twice about it.
Now, I want to right here. This is a great place for this. A great point of the interview. I want everybody to understand how important this is from all directions. You know, you guys that know me and follow me know that one of the things you hear me say quite often is that everything we do, before we do it, we owe it to the world and to ourselves and to what is greater than, to take a look at that opportunity from top to bottom, bottom to top, side to side, side to side, corner to corner, and corner to corner, because you don't want to open up a can of worms that you're not ready or willing to take it all the way across the finish line. So you really have to understand, well, what if, you know, I know the first things that come to mind for a lot of us when we're challenged with, am I going to do something I can't take back? Will they understand? For instance, I'm sure it must have went through your mind that there were people in your inner circle that are in close proximity, and then strangers who don't know you from Adam that would see this and say, Green Beret my ass. Them niggas down low. And I said it in work because I can. So there it is. It's my show. But you know that, and that's a real thing. I'm just saying what other people be thinking. Hey. Did that ever cross your mind? How we gonna respond to that when they say like, that's a couple, and that's a couple?
I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go first. Like, no, I'm not. It crossed our minds, but we're not worried. You know, we're men of stature, and we're true gentlemen here. You know, we are Triple Nickel. Our brand is not about all that. We're just here to handle the business, and the business is taking care the humans that walk this earth and bring some unity and some diversity to this nation. So we're not afraid. If you're gonna stand for something, you can't be afraid. And I think this is the best group to do it. I
agree,
and that's just it. We're not afraid. We're like, hey, let's have a conversation about it. If you're not ready to do that, then we can't hear you.
There you go. There you go. And also, so there you go. So there you guys get an idea of what they deal with from there and how they got to the mindset to step over that demarcation line of, you know, success requires risk. It just does. No way but that way. And so I'm really proud of the fact that you all have taken this stance to bring the world to a place of unification. And it's high time. We think we are there, but we are not. And here's something I want to share with you guys. It's called, you know, they have these little snippets, these vignettes, if you will, known as Stonewall Moments. And you get to see one here today. I believe you're the first people to see one. We're going to see two of them. And this is one that, listen closely and just watch the emotion that this young lady shares with us about why this is so important to her.
One of the hardest things for me to do was to tell my Mexican-American family that I am a lesbian. It took me a long time to finally come out. 21 years of age is the age that I came out. I told my brother, and he was very accepting. I told my oldest brother, which was extremely hard for me, because he's one that I completely and totally look up to. He didn't really say much when I first told him, but I'll never forget the day that he came up from behind me and told me, I may not accept your lifestyle, he says, but my love for you is the same, and it will never change. And I am here for you if you ever need me. That was a great moment for me. And I hope that anybody out there, that if you have a family member that is gay or lesbian, please, please tell them that you love them. That's all I ask, is just tell them that you love them. You have no idea what that will do for them.
Wow. Okay. So how does it make you guys feel when you see that, when you hear that, when you look past the obvious, you know, the brand and all the things that you deal with on a daily basis, logistically, as entrepreneurs. But then you see this, like at that moment right there, where this young lady was very vulnerable, very transparent, and obviously emotional. What are your hopes that this brand and this unity message will do? And what are you prepared? How are you preparing yourself to respond to the myriad of responses that are inevitably going to come your way when people start experiencing these Stonewall moments and more? Who wants to take that one?
I'll start.
Okay.
I would say the intent for the collection is to normalize the lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
My hope is that for people who follow us, people who know about the brand, will see these Stonewall moments, and whether they're an ally speaking like Chris and myself, or part of the community like England spoke just right now, they'll just see a human that is going through an everyday struggle, just like anybody else is going through an everyday struggle. Not a, ooh, she's a lesbian, or, ooh, he's gay. It's just normalizing these things. You know, Chris and I are going out on a limb and sharing our personal life story. And I hope people can wrap their head around that. When we started the brand and we came out with the collection, the message, I received a lot of pushback from friends in the community for what we were doing and what we were taking a stand against. And I'll tell you right now, just like Chris said, the veteran retail and apparel space is filled with guys who are the toughest dudes on the planet, the Jason Bournes of the earth, and all of this. And they're perpetrating a message that is one way. And like Chris said, I believe the guys like us who have also done all of those things and then some that all those guys have done, to be able to come out and do something different, I think guys like us are the ones that it's going to take to tell a different story and change people's mindsets about what a lifestyle can be. So just to summarize it, we just want to normalize that lifestyle and say, hey, you know, it's okay. There's going to be somebody in your family and your circle who's part of this, and it's okay.
That's awesome. That's Chris. You look like you want to say something.
I want to add something. I'm gonna be a little bit of a shock jock here. And when you hear special operations and you hear special forces, everybody know who Navy SEALs are.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not forget we have a transgender Navy SEAL in this community. I served in a special forces unit at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and I would say one of the operators who is a medic, who is a lifesaver on an operational detachment was gay. This is real time. This is, we're talking 2014 active duty special operations. So we're not bringing nothing to light that's not already been shocked the veteran community. You know, so if anybody's gonna have any pushback, I'm just like, yo, we decided to do it. Like, well, what's the big deal? Like, okay, just have a conversation, because a lot of guys in the military and some of our friends, you're just afraid to acknowledge the fact that you have somebody in your family or somebody that you know that's a dear friend that's gay. So we're giving you an opportunity to come out the closet and into the light and be comfortable with yourself. They are comfortable with their self. This is about you and the rest of the world becoming comfortable with themselves, because we know that throughout industry and all industries, people that are gay are running things. So what's the difference?
Well, You know,
I'm like,
you're right, though. You're right.
You know, like, okay, let's run stuff together. Let's go for it. I mean, we're you know, a wise man once told me, we're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. So let's have it.
Okay, I like that. Okay, before we go to break, I wanted to just ask you guys real quickly, Reader's Digest responses, if you would.
Okay.
The people that you spoke to earlier about in your family, a daughter and I forget, oh, is it a Ruben? Who is it? Brother. Did you talk to them prior to putting their stuff out on Front Street like this? It's one thing in the family dynamic, but you know how it is in most of our homes of color. Well, go on in this house, stay in this house. You better not go out in the streets telling all our business. Were they right there with you as an LGBTQ community member saying, go for it? I have no problem with it. How was that for you?
Yeah, my brother was surprised and he was like, what? For real? And especially when I told him, you know, we're doing a whole line and we got hats, we got shirts and coming out with it. He was really excited, you know. And I told you, my brother's out there with it. And he's super excited.
Good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. And I bet it had something to do with adding just a little more grout or top coat, if you could, to an already great relationship, but it just added an ER and made it better, stronger, brighter. That's awesome. That's awesome. What about you, Chris?
No, I had a conversation with my daughter and I was like, hey, this is what I'm getting ready to do. What are you thinking about it? And she was like, that's cool, Dad. You know, she was all supportive. So no, it's not a big deal, you know.
Awesome.
She told me, Dad, this is me. Like, take it or leave it. So
yeah. And the coming out stories they're just as scattered as the sands or the stars. So I'm so proud again, and it's nice to hear this story of how it has helped your relationships and how you've taken that stance. It's not easy. It's not easy for us who are gay. So I mean, we had to do it, you know what I mean, in order for our self-fulfillment and to be who we truly are. But then for an ally, it's a totally different experience. So it's not something you had to choose. And so we appreciate that. And I speak not just for myself, but for the LGBTQ plus community as a collective. I feel I can do that. And if I can't, I did it anyway. So anyway, when we come back in just 1 minute, not 2-minute commercial break today, but one, we're going to get into some of the other things behind this mission and also show you the opportunity how you can become a part of this movement. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
My journey has been one of much love, support, and acceptance all through my life. As I got older, I started to realize that there were others that faced quite the opposite in our community. For those of you struggling for acceptance right now to this day, please know that just look around you. There are plenty of people of community, your neighbors, that are waiting to enfold you in your arms. Much love to you all.
Okay, we're back, and I just want to say before we get back with our guest two of the four founders of the brand and the mission, Triple Nickel. I want to say thank you to my sponsors for today's show, which today is just one. So that is Intention Pen, and there is mine. I encourage all of you to get over to intentionpen.com and check it out. I had mine handmade. Everything here was chosen by me, and they inscribe what you want on it. Mine says through me, not from me. And then they pour intentions into it. They literally bless the pen. I'm telling you, I mean it. I'm going to say it every day. I am going to sign my late night television network contract with this pen, and I'm not putting it up in the curio cabinet trying to save it for, special occasions. I'm trying to hurry up and get this ink out of this original one, because before it dries up, I don't care if it run out on the S of Harris, it will sign that contract. I'm setting the intention. What intention are you willing to set today? So welcome back, guys. We have Chris McPhee, and we also have Ruben Iola. I say it. Say your last name.
Man, you killed it. Ayala.
Ayala.
Yola?
I've been talking to this man for 2 months.
Yeah.
You can't even say my name.
Let me tell you something.
Look,
I need
I'm going to
you
do this to you, Lauren.
See, now listen, you got to get me a Rosetta Stone if you want me to say stuff right. I got a rule on this show. No words. Don't use any words over 6 letters. Because if you want me to understand it, you better keep it simple. But listen, guys, first of all, I got something for you, Ruben. You said early at the top of the hour when you were going through, you said something to the effect, I did not agree with the lifestyle or the message back then. Was that, I'm just curious, was that a religiously based mindset, or was it, I'm from the hood, or where did that come from, that you didn't agree with it? Was it from a place of ignorance because you just didn't know? And was that before you had identified your brother as LGBTQ?
I would say it's a little bit of everything. It's you can put religion in there. You can put, coming from the community that was nobody. If you were really in the closet. I mean, like way back in the closet, like with the shoes you never wear, and in the military, coming from, I started in the infantry, and then went to the dark side, as we like to say, and in that community, it is extremely masculine and A-type, and man, so yeah, nothing about that lifestyle I could wrap my head around. And when my brother came out to me, literally 5 minutes before I had to go on a mission, I was in Iraq, and he summoned the courage to Facebook chat me and say, "Hey, I'm gay." So that was the start of my journey to just say, "Ooh, this just hit home." I can't hate my brother, and it's taken me a long time to get to this point. So I really want people to understand that I was once like you, and if you don't appreciate what we're doing, I understand. But I'm at a point in my life right now where I will wear a rainbow flag, and I'm okay with that. And I love my brother, and I understand the struggle.
Okay, I get it. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
And Chris, how has it affected your relationship with your daughter, all of this?
I mean, my daughter, she's living now in Atlanta. She's out, and she moved when she finished up her service. She moved to Atlanta. She's really quiet, She actually got married early on when she joined the military. So I had that experience of having a daughter-in-law, and I'm sitting across from my daughter and her wife, and I'm trying to work through that, and like, how do I do this? And it wasn't no different way if it was a guy and a girl, or a girl and a guy. I just gave them guidance and love. If they had questions, I answered them. Like, if you need help, come and talk to me. When they were wrong, I corrected them. So it was
No different.
You know, before getting to that point when I realized what was going on, I too was, you know, ignorant and very masculine and homophobic, you would say, you know, about it.
There it
And
is.
but you know, and I was called out for it a couple of times, and you know, about other people that I knew that had a different light. So
Mhm.
now for me, now it's like, since I've experienced it so close, like family, friends, it's in our community, it's everywhere, you know, cool people, not so cool people. Like, I'm okay with that.
There you go.
Like,
There you go.
you're not bothering me. Like, if we want to be friends, we can be friends. It's not like you're a good person. That's all that matters. You know?
That's what I love about this message and this brand, this all of it. And you guys, and we're going to get into that now. We're going to get into things like, we're going to talk about your podcast. You have Triple Nickel podcast. We're going to talk about that, and also all these other little things. I'm just amazed every time I dive deeper into your brand. I find something that I didn't know or see before. For instance, this morning I was kind of getting ready, you know, and I looked, and the playlist thing, you know. Where you had. So I want you guys to be able to talk about that. But I want to give people a peek into episode 0 of the Triple Nickel podcast, and just give you a peek inside of what you can expect when you start going over and following and becoming addicted to the Triple Nickel podcast. So take a look. Now you guys can hear it, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's just surreal to see it on the screen.
I know, right?
Like, did we do that?
Yeah, I know, right? Is that us?
Did that.
We did it. Whoa.
The Triple Nickel podcast. Ruben Ayala,
Chris
co-host
McPhee.
Chris McPhee. This is episode 00. Man, we're gonna see how this goes. So today, what we gonna talk about today, Chris?
We just gonna give everybody a little bit of word of why we started Triple Nickel,
Yes.
how we plan to move forward from this point and beyond, and what you can expect to see from Triple Nickel in the future. So that's what this episode is all about, just kind of giving everybody a little close look, kind of hear from us personally. You know, we've been sharing on social, Instagram. Shout out to everybody that's been giving us love on Instagram and Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, you know, hate mail in the DM.
We got a little bit of those. And I just want to put a disclaimer out there. If you are throwing shade our way, this is hip hop. You may be liable to be up on the podcast, and we're gonna talk.
Look at Chris.
Chris,
pay attention.
Let's talk about why we started Triple Nickel. I get that question a lot. What's Triple Nickel?
Squirrel.
Right. Okay, I just want to give people a little taste of what you're doing over there. And I know, because I was on your show already, and you have a really beautiful set that was different than the one we just saw there. And you guys have put so much into it. So talk about the podcast. What can people expect? What kind of guest will you have? What's the message that you're sending down that road? And then if you could just go ahead and segue into things like this playlist thing. Great idea. I think it's absolutely brilliant. And anything else that I may not know about or have missed regarding the grout that you're pouring between all these various tiles in order to give a nice solid floor for not just today, but for future history to walk across, and all of this message not be changed, but stays right where you intended it, which is a message from 1969, with the beginning of the Stonewall movement, all the way through. So go ahead and talk about that. And why did you choose Stonewall? A lot of people don't know about that. So I'm going to get out of the way and let you guys run with this for a few minutes, if that's okay.
Sure.
Okay, there you go. The floor's all yours.
All right. So, man, you asked a lot there, Lauren.
Well, let me start with the podcast, and I'm gonna pass it off to you. We're gonna give you a double take. This is how we do it. So he gave us the floor. So the podcast, we want to share those messages that are seldomly heard from. So that's what you can expect to hear on the podcast. Stories from individuals that are prominent in our culture, whether it be military or civilian, hip hop, business, everywhere. we want to share those stories and let people know, like, hey, this is happening now, and you need to pay attention to it. So those are the type of people we want to bring, like you, Lauren. We brought you to the stage, and this is happening now. People need to hear this. It's not going anywhere. This is happening now. So that's what we're doing with the podcast. And you get the music. I'm sending the music to you. So tell them about the playlist, Ruben, and how that came to be.
Yeah. So like I said before, we organize everything like an album. So we want people to vibe with our clothing. We are just not selling you a shirt and saying, hey, wear it. We're selling you a shirt, giving you access to our playlist, giving you access to our podcast, giving you access to our newsletter. And every playlist has a vibe. You got a barbecue? Throw on the 555 anthem. You want to vibe in your car? Put on the Message collection. You just want to feel patriotic? Put on the Walk This Way collection. And then now with the Unity collection, go to the club and throw on some Big Frida, whatever it is that you want to do, and just wild out. You know, we even got Lauren's music on there. It's going to be really good. Just put that playlist together. It's going to be fire. And lastly, talking about Stonewall, right? So what's the deal with Stonewall? This campaign that we're about to release here in the next week or so is called The Power of You. And it's all focused about unity and telling the story from start to finish, why it's important to us, why you belong here, why NIKEL is an embracing brand. And Stonewall is a significant word for us because this is the birthplace of the LGBTQ+ movement in 1969, Stonewall, New York. You know, that's where, you know, a lot of people here domestically recognize as the birthplace of that movement. So we wanted to recognize that in print form and let people know, if you have a story to tell, utilize the format of the Stonewall moment. And that's what we've done. And we've kind of set the standard for that. And again, the intent is just to be able to normalize the lifestyle, normalize the movement, to get to a point to where it's not a thing we got to really talk about anymore, because it just is. And people can just live together in harmony. Does that make sense?
It certainly does. And I thank you for that. Now that you guys have the backstory, the side story, and the front story, here's a challenge. I'm going to put a challenge out there for all of my viewers, all of my followers. And I'm going to say this. If you go over, back it up. When you go over to the website, head over there today, not tomorrow, head over today. Order yourself anything off there except for a hat. And here's why. Well, you can order a hat, but you could have two. Here's what I'm going to do. For those of you out there that support this movement, support this message, whether you have an LGBTQ+ person in your life or not, if you believe in fairness, unity, diversity, and most importantly, unconditional love, then go over and purchase something off this site and be a part of something greater than yourself. And when you do that, when it comes, I want you to take a picture, and I'll give you my email. You guys know how to get to me. Send it to me, and I will keep that for 30 days. At the end of 30 days, everyone that has submitted a photo of something that they purchased, Bathrobe Moments will buy you your own triple nickel hat, your snapback red bottom, whichever one you choose. We will buy it and have it shipped directly to your door. So that is because I want to encourage you all to be, fearless. Doesn't mean that you don't have to be afraid. It just means be afraid just a little bit less. We need things in our lives that make our hearts pound just a little bit faster. That means that we're doing something that isn't quite so comfortable. So think about that. If you're going to do it, let me know. I'll be expecting your photos, and somebody is going to get one of these beautiful hats. Compliments of Bathrobe Moments.
Hey,
I like that. So listen, this entire platform, this entire message, Stonewall Moments, you see it on your screen. It is the official hashtag, one of them, is really based, in my opinion, is there to desensitize people into loving a little bit more. You know, what I love about these types of things is that we go in expecting or not expecting something. But what usually happens is something we could have never seen happening. When you are part of something like this, a movement, something that will be talked about for generations to come, everything in your world gets better. Strong becomes stronger. Bright becomes brighter. Smart becomes smarter. And good becomes gooder. For those of you with that public school education like me,
Good becomes gooder.
good becomes gooder. So listen, I am just so proud of you guys. What can we expect? When is the Unity line actually going to be available to folks?
Next week.
Next week. Any day next week? Is there a big thing we should look out for? Is it a day they need to run to the site for special deals or flash sales, or how's that going to go down?
What day we want to drop it, Chris?
Man,
Uh-oh.
It's coming next week. We like to go live prior to the drop, so when we decide we're gonna go live, we'll put the back call out, and everybody will know it's coming, and then we're gonna do a live and open the site up, and boom, that's how we like to do it. We like to drop a little keynote before we let people in and show them what they're getting. They've been seeing little flashes of it, so we'll let y'all know.
Okay, so you guys, if you want to find out more, keep your eye on the prize for when this drops. Head over right now today to triplenickel.com, or you can also find them at Triple Nickel for all of your Instagram and Facebook needs. So, guys, I am just so proud of what you're doing. Just let me be the first. I'm not the first, but let me be the first one in this house to tell you that you've got something really special here. I don't know how often you hear it, but I know the day will never come when you open your front door and there's a line of people waiting to tell you great things about what you're doing in this world. So I want to be the first one in line today to do that for you. I see big things coming for all of you, and I do for all of you, because when we stand beside each other, we understand the promise that we are not in competition with each other. Get off that ladder of success that pits us above and below each other. If you're tired of getting crapped on, then get off the ladder that forces you to look into someone's behind. Get down on the ground, turn that ladder horizontally, and stand beside people like we're doing here today. Be a part of a movement called life. Quit being a human being and become a human doing, like all of our guests here today. I want to thank you guys. It's been a true honor, a true blessing. And anything you'd like to close off with before we get out of here?
Thank you so much for having us, Lauren. I appreciate it. You've given us so many plugs. I don't know what else I can say, but just thank you.
Oh, absolutely. Chris, what about you?
I would like to say the same. Thank you for opening up and helping us, and actually, giving us some light and understanding where we're going, and letting us know and lighten that path up for us.
Well, it is my honor, and I know that the LGBTQ plus community is going to just embrace everything you're doing. I've talked to a number of my friends and colleagues that are allies and also community members, and they are like, really? So get ready. Big things are coming. Buckle up, everybody. You're going to want to take this ride with the Triple Nickel crew. Get your gear, wear it, be a part of the message, be a part of the solution. You might be surprised how you are blessed in return. And in closing today, join me tomorrow. Of course, when I told you, Chicago model, international model, Mia Ross will be here with her story from how she moved from the projects into the runways of the world. That's Mia Ross tomorrow at 8 a.m. right here on Bathrobe Moments. Now, get out there, you guys. Get out there and do what we do. You know what that is. We leave every person and every situation we encounter just a tad bit better than the way we found it. Remember, all you have to do is get up. Don't look for all 26 letters to write your story today. You don't need the entire alphabet. Just get up and seek and find the E and the R. Take something. You wake up, you're great. Look for the E and R and go to sleep. Greater. I'm Lauren Michaels Harris. Thanks to all my guests, Triple Nickel, here today. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, God willing, right out front on the front porch for our next episode of Bathrobe Moments. Be the blessing you'd like to see in the world. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.
Show me Honey, it's way past time. How explicit do I have to be? Need I spell it out before you get it, baby? Show me your soul. And honey, I'll show you. I'll show